Over 20 years have passed since we first discovered the magical world of Harry Potter. Time has flown by, and many of the actors have changed completely. Some continued to find success. Others stepped away from the spotlight. And sadly, some said goodbye to us far too soon. But they all left their everlasting mark. Prepare to be amazed by the then and now of the Harry Potter cast. Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter. Daniel was just 11 years old when he entered the magical world as the most famous wizard in history. Growing up in the public eye wasn't easy, and he himself revealed that he faced identity crises during filming. After saying goodbye to Hogwarts, Daniel chose a daring path: independent films, eccentric roles, and intense performances. In Swiss Army Man, he played a talking corpse. In Weird, the Al Yankovic story, he embodied the iconic musician with an acclaimed performance. Today, he avoids the big spotlight and prefers roles that challenge his artistry. Away from traditional fame, Daniel has transformed into a restless and admirable artist. Emma Watson, Hermione Granger. From child prodigy to admirable woman, Emma Watson not only shone as Hermione, but continued to enchant the world with her intelligence and elegance. After Harry Potter, she starred in hits like Beauty and the Beast and Little Women, reaffirming her talent. More than an actress, Emma has become a global advocate for gender equality. She graduated in English literature from Oxford and Harvard, and her work as a UN Women Ambassador with the He for She project has impacted millions. Emma is one of those rare stars who shines both on and off the screen, with purpose, courage, and awareness. Rupert Grint, Ron Weasley. Rupert has always been the most reserved of the main trio. After the end of the saga, he opted for a quieter career, away from excessive stardom. He acted in smaller productions and surprised everyone by starring in the series Servant by M. Night Shyamalan on Apple TV. In 2020, he became a father and shared a new phase with fans, more intimate, more human. Rupert may have been the most normal of the cast, and perhaps that's why he remains so beloved. A friend we feel we could have in real life. Tom Felton, Draco Malfoy. With his arrogant gaze and sharp tongue, Tom Felton brought to life one of the most complex villains in the saga. Off-camera, he is friendly, musical, and reflective. After Harry Potter, he released music, acted in several films and series, and recently moved fans with his autobiography Beyond the Wand, where he shares behind-the-scenes stories, personal struggles, and his relationship with his castmates. A talent that has matured with vulnerability and honesty. Evanna Lynch, Luna Lovegood. Evanna was literally taken from the fans' letters to the screen. Before being Luna, she was passionate about the saga, and that overflowed into her magical performance. Today, she continues to act, but also shines as an activist for animal rights and mental health. In her book, The Opposite of Butterfly Hunting, she speaks openly about eating disorders and her journey of healing, touching hearts around the world, a true light outside of fiction. Matthew Lewis, Neville Longbottom. Few have had such a surprising transformation as Matthew. From a shy boy, he became a symbol of overcoming obstacles and maturity. After the saga, he acted in series such as All Creatures Great and Small and various films. On social media, he shows good humor, social awareness, and love for life. Married to an influencer, he has found a rare balance between fame and simplicity. Bonnie Wright, Ginny Weasley. Bonnie chose a very different path after fame. Instead of continuing in big roles, she immersed herself in the world of directing and environmental activism. She released her own book on sustainability and directs short films that address social issues. Her focus has changed, from acting to transforming the world. A courageous and inspiring choice. James and Oliver Phelps, Fred and George Weasley. The saga's most beloved twins remain inseparable, on and off the screen. Today, they have a podcast called Normal Not Normal, where they interview guests about life, fame, and personal challenges. They participate in conventions and remain close to fans, always with that light humor and playful spirit that made them iconic. Helena Bonham Carter, Bellatrix Lestrange. Always intense and versatile, Helena is a force of nature in acting. After her role as the terrifying Bellatrix, she continued to star in major films such as The King's Speech, Cinderella, Enola Holmes, and the series The Crown, where she played Princess Margaret. Her eccentric personality and authentic style make her one of the most fascinating figures in British cinema. Ralph Fiennes, Lord Voldemort. Playing the saga's greatest villain was a challenge worthy of Ralph Fiennes' talent. Known for his work in Schindler's List, The Grand Budapest Hotel, and the James Bond films, he has always delivered intense and elegant performances. Even without a nose, with heavy makeup and a cruel character, his performance as Voldemort is respected even by those who fear him. A master of acting. Gary Oldman, Sirius Black. Gary Oldman brought to life Sirius, one of the saga's most beloved characters. With his melancholic gaze and paternal strength, he won the hearts of fans. Winner of the Oscar for Darkest Hour, Gary is considered one of the greatest living actors. Sirius was more than a role. He was an emotional anchor for Harry, and for us, the viewers. A reminder that love persists, even in dark times. Alan Rickman, Severus Snape. Alan left us too soon. His death in 2016 was a shock, but also a moment of collective gratitude. His performance as Snape was sublime, restrained, suffering, powerful. He gave depth to a character who seemed like a villain, but revealed himself to be a hero. With his unmistakable voice and elegant presence, Rickman left an eternal legacy. Always, as Snape would say. Robbie Coltrane, Hagrid. Robbie was pure charisma. As Hagrid, he represented kindness, welcoming, and the giant heart of Hogwarts. In 2022, his passing shook the fandom, but also sparked emotional tributes. In addition to Harry Potter, he's shown in 007 films and British series. In an HBO special, he said, "I may not be here anymore, but Hagrid will always be, and he will be." Maggie Smith, Minerva McGonagall. At 89 years old, Maggie Smith is a true icon of acting. Even facing health problems, she continued to work with passion. Her performance in Downton Abbey earned her new fans, and her career is admired by several generations. As McGonagall, she was tough, fair, wise, as every good teacher should be. A pillar of Hogwarts and British cinema. Richard Harris and Michael Gambon, Albus Dumbledore. Two giants of acting played the most enigmatic headmaster of Hogwarts. Richard Harris played Dumbledore in the first two films with sweetness and wisdom. His death in 2002 left a void. Michael Gambon took over the mantle and brought a more energetic and strategic version. In 2023, he also left us, ending a moving cycle. Together, they left a magical and unforgettable legacy. Time flies, but the magic lives on. These actors grew up with us, moved us, taught us. Some followed unexpected paths. Others left us too soon. But they all have something in common. They touched our hearts with a story we will never forget. And you? Which character marked you the most? Who did you not even recognize after so long? Leave your favorite memory in the comments and share with those who grew up alongside you on this magical journey. Because Hogwarts may be fiction, but the emotion is real.